friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sonia from Periwinklesoulsdayschool and I'm an educationalist. From the past 9 years I deal with the toddlers, the preschoolers and the kindergarten kids. So today's video is all about teaching 4 habits to kids before the age of 6. So do your kids know these habits? So if any one of you have taught this habit to your kids, any of these habits which I'm going to mention in this video, if you have taught any of these habits to your kids, please mention it in the comment section below, and also let me know what was your experience, how did you teach that particular habit to your child. So teaching or making a habit into routine is a little bit difficult thing. It's a lengthy process, but once that habit is it has become a routine, it's going to be very easy for the child as well as for you. So teaching a habit to make it a routine takes some time. It may take 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, but the thing is that you will have to stay consistent in whatever you're teaching them, whatever habit you want them to you want to make a routine. You will have to teach them the same thing daily on the same time, whether it may be you're giving breakfast for your kid at 8 a.m. in the morning, let's say. So you have to give them the breakfast daily at 8 a.m. so that it will become a routine for them. So even if they're grown up, they're going to have their breakfast at 8 a.m. So that is just a little example that I've given to you. So I mentioned in my previous videos too how to teach a particular routine to your kids. So let's get started with the video. So the first thing is making your own bed. You'll have to teach your kids to make their own bed, fold their own blankets, fold their own quilts, set their pillows and bed sheet before they get out of the bed. So my son is 4 years old and my daughter is 3 years old, and they fold their own quilts, they fold their own blankets as soon as they get up, and they set their pillows and bed sheet of the bed. So I've started teaching them from when they're 1 year old. Actually, these habits you can start teaching these habits to your kids from the age of 10 months. So from 10 months of their age to 6 years of age, you can teach these habits. But if you start teaching them as early as possible, they're going to learn it faster and it's going to become a routine easily for your children. So making your beds. Why making beds? Because that is the first thing that anyone can do as soon as they get up. The first task that they can complete as soon as they get up when they're still on the bed, and this gives them immense happiness and encouragement that they have completed one particular work or one particular task, and they feel encouraged, they feel joyful, and they get happiness through it. So that is one important thing. So later on when they grow up, they're not going to throw their as soon as they get up from the bed, just leave the blankets how they are unfolded, and their pillows, if they're not tidy, they're going to just leave the bed like that and go do the remaining other work for the day. So rather, if you teach them from this habit, making their bed, when they are little, after they grow up, as soon as they get up, even before opening their eyes, they're going to start folding their blankets and keeping them in its place. So it becomes that foundational routine for the children. So whatever we teach them now, it's going to make their lives easier in future when they grow up. So please keep in mind, it's not like military rule. Don't be more strict like you are a military officer and the kids are your subordinates. No. How I started teaching my kids folding blanket is that I started folding their blankets and I asked them to help me fold their blankets. So I was folding the blankets and I just say that come baby, come, let's fold the blankets, please help me do it. So they come and they help me. So now they fold their blankets on their own. They also know folding their clothes on their own. So this is how we as elders have to teach them. And before that, you have to set an example to them. As soon as you get up, are you folding your blankets? Are you setting your bed? Are you making your own beds? So first you make it a routine for yourself, and then you will be able to do the same to your kids. So on this note, there's a speech from by Mr. William McRaven. So William McRaven, I've written it here. Yeah, William McRaven served for 37 years as a Navy SEAL and was a commander of all U.S. Special Force operation and is a 4-star admiral. So in a speech, he said, if you want to make a difference in the world, start by making your bed. Now, how can something so simple make a difference? You might be thinking that. So he continues, if you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride. As I told you, it's going to give encouragement, it's going to give a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task and another task and another task. And by the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed. So making your bed will reinforce the fact that little things in life matters. So if you cannot do little things right, you will never be able to do big things right. So I hope all of you understood this thing. So when you are not faithful in little things, you will never be able to be faithful with bigger things. So this is it. And the second point is picking up after themselves. Yes, you will have to teach your kids picking up after themselves. For example, they played with their toys, and after playing, picking up their toys, you'll have to put a particular bag or basket or some box for their toys, and after they play with that, they have to pick up their own toys. Till a few months back, my kids were not perfectly we were not perfect in this matter, picking up their toys, but now after they play, they put all their soft toys into one basket and all their remaining toys into other baskets. So now they are through with that habit, so I'm very happy for that. So picking up after themselves is very important, picking up for them after themselves, after playing, picking up things after eating, putting their plates in its place, whether it's in the sink or in the kitchen or in the dishwasher or anything. Picking after themselves is very important. The other day when I visited a restaurant, I saw that few college going young people, they were eating at the table and they left their plates and their glasses. So they left their paper plates and glasses on the table, and they didn't throw it in the dustbin or in the trash can. So that is how our kids are going to turn out if we don't teach them at this tender age picking up after themselves. So teaching them picking up after themselves is that important. So we want them to be good citizens, to make this world a better place to live in. So this is the second thing that I wanted to share with you. And the third thing is praying. Yeah, so after they get up and they fold their blankets and make their bed, after they make their bed, the second thing that they have to do is pray. Praying is very important. They have to pray for the sleep that they've got, and for everything that God has given to them. Sometimes my son also prays and asks forgiveness that he did not listen. He was not properly listening to the online classes. I've heard this prayer a number of times when he was praying in the morning. So because that is the time when their mind, not only their mind, even our mind as elders, our mind will be clean without any kind of dirt in it. So any kind of engagements in our mind will be fresh and blank. So when we start praying at that particular time, we will pour out everything, whatever is there in our hearts. So if if at that time whatever you feel talking to God, you can talk at that time. So that is one more good habit that you will have to teach your kid, and it should be a routine. So that's the third thing. The first thing is making beds, the second thing is picking after themselves, and third thing is praying. And the fourth thing, and this is equally important, the fourth thing is washing their underwears or undergarments or panties, whatever your child calls it. So washing their underwears. My children wash their own underwears when they're taking bath. So I've trained them doing that, so that it's going to be easy for them in future. They should not be depending on others in order to do their personal things. They should be independent. So this is the first step to teach them the independency. And my children wash their own underwears whenever they have their bath, and they don't wash it properly, but they wash it and they go dry it out in the balcony. I've tied a rope outside which is on their level, so that they can dry it and pin it up with the clothes clip. So they go and dry it. So when they are not when they are not noticing me, I go take their underwears and wash it again properly, and again I dry it in the same place. But yes, they wash it on their own. As their age gets increased, they are going to do even that properly. But you have to start teaching them washing their undergarments before the age of 6, whenever they take bath, so that it's going to be easy for them. I am saying this not teaching kids washing all these things and all. Many of you might find it odd, but it's going to help your kids in their future. So we want our kids' future to be happy and enjoying and not burdened. So we want their lives to be easy. So teaching all these things to our kids will make their lives easy. So these are the 4 things that we have to teach our kids before they are 6 years old. So this is what I wanted to discuss with you. I wanted to talk to you. So how many of you have taught your kids any of these 4 habits? Please mention it in the comment section below, and also share this video to all your friends and family, because it is an important one. And these are the things that many people don't talk about. The teachers in the school don't discuss all these things with the parents, but these are very important things that all the parents have to be knowing. If it is your first child, then definitely you will not be knowing all these things, but these are the things that you have to know. So if you want your fellow people, your fellow friends, or your colleagues, or anybody to know these things, these simple things but yet important things, then please share this to your friends too. And also subscribe to my channel if you are new, and when you're subscribing, please don't forget to hit that bell icon, because if you hit that, only then you'll be getting all the notifications of my channel. So see. And if you want to listen to the speech of Admiral William McRaven, then I'm going to mention the link in the description box below, and I'm going to mention the remaining links on which we spoke about behavior. So, and I'm also going to leave the links of my various videos in which I spoke about the routines and children's behavioral problems, and how to teach kids. So please go ahead, and after watching this video, please watch all those videos too. You're going to get a clear view of how to teach your kids. So see you tuned in another video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. I love you.